What's up everyone, welcome back to another episode of our Crusader States campaign. Now, we ended last episode under attack on all sides by large armies of both the Turks and the Egyptians. Whether we are fighting back, we have a large force prepared in Kerak. We'll be able to hold this town. We have a strong force in Adana. Things are not as bad as they seem. But like I said, most importantly, we have this guy here, Renier Dempentriev. He is leading a large crusading force to Cairo to assist the other crusading armies, which are both, we've got one Hungarian and one Sicilian. So that is honestly where we are at the moment. I don't want to attack the army head on. At the moment, I'm just going to end turn. So we're currently besieging that port there. Kingdom of France, Ottoman Empire, all these factions, we don't really care too much what they're doing. We are more interested in what the Fatimids and what the Turks are doing. Because those are the factions that are really going to affect us. Sicily, sieging the crusading target. I expect Hungary to do the same. My plan, to go in there, let them do all the fighting, run into the square and seize the city. So that should let me be the one who claims it. The Moors are now the Turks. Here we go. Bit worried about what they're going to do. And this is what I was most worried about. They're attacking Damascus. Ali al-Din against Dari Demel. This one is not going to go well for us. I fully expect to lose this city. However, we will take it back. We have forces nearby up in the north. We can't really pull troops in from the south at the moment. That is under too heavy of an attack. But we can, at least for now, try to hold this square. So I'm going to get all my troops. We've got a solid unit of spear militia here. These guys are going to be key. There we go, they're in a tight defensive position, known as I don't know if you could tell from the voices, a skiltron, which is basically a big circle of spears, a bit like a hedgehog, all poking out, and it's a very good defensive formation for this kind of scenario. Now we're going to get a few of our archers on the walls, just one unit, but the rest, they're our most numerous unit, and I'm hoping I can get them to serve as infantry once the main battle lines are joined. Admittedly, it's not going to be too big of a battle line. We don't have many men, but they all fight hard. Let's start off with these guys up here, these levy archers. They're beginning to hold the walls, they'll shoot the enemy. They'll inflict a few casualties. It won't be many. But they'll do a job.
Our enemy's ladders have reached the walls. It is time for butcher's work.
So yeah, these guys, they're storming the walls, taking ground.
The enemy siege towers reach the walls. Let courage and
although their army appears to consist of mainly quite poor quality light infantry. So it's possible we can hold this. I don't feel too worried at the moment, so I'm pretty happy with how things are going. We're shooting over the battlements into the enemy. 3% of the enemy forces have been taken out. These guys here, they're taking a lot of casualties. These flame arrows rain into them. That's not going to make them too happy, I can tell you. We're up to 5% of the enemy forces being destroyed.
The enemy's ram has reached the gates. The walls are no longer ours. Pray something changes in.
But that makes me quite happy. Oh, I thought we held the gates. I was about to say we could rain burning oil on them. But we cannot. So the enemy running down those poor archers, if they only they'd held their ground, They could have done so much damage in terms of the burning oil they could have dropped. Sorry. And now these are our last guys. We've killed, what, 6%? Now this is all we've got. This motley crew. They are not going to hold very long, I can tell you that. So we're going to get them to shoot. They're going to begin firing off some crossbow bolts into the enemy. The Skeeltron currently holding. Got, you know, the crossbow bolts. I could see a bit of damage being inflicted by them. Not everyone's shooting them, but the ones that are, they're flying into the enemy. I mean, they are hitting their targets. 9%. The enemy have been killed. Our Skeeltron still holding. I have a feeling this battle will be long and bloody. It'll be a medieval meat grinder. We'll slowly be whittled down to the last man. And I expect that.
Our military genius can bring us victory from this debate.
We'll send whatever random troops we've got into the battle, random bits of cavalry, while our crossbowmen continue to fire into the enemy. 21% of the enemy killed. These volleys, they're doing some work. I can tell. The enemy are all bunched up here in a large kind of blob. We are in the square though, which means this is our last chance. We cannot rout from here. We will fight to the last man, to the last one of these crossbowmen, I'd imagine, gets cut down, and the Turks take control of this city. I'm going to now charge my general in. I'm going to engage these lovely little archers and crossbowmen. They're going to draw swords and enter melee combat. In they go with their tiny little daggers. This is the only real plan I have now. Their bodyguard is here.
Our general lies slain upon the battlefield.
Well, that's not good. I was hoping that was going to be the enemy general that was killed. But it seems not. 28% of the enemy force has been taken out. And it's only a matter of time now before we all die. They're not going to last long. We've got a few crossbowmen still firing into them. Our men are being absolutely demolished here. These random archers, 4 of them. I mean, a few of their arrows might do something, I guess. But yeah, the battle is lost. It was lost from the beginning. Now it's just about taking many of them down with us as we can. 30% of the enemy force has been taken out. And as well, we also have taken out their general. That is not bad. That is better than nothing. So that means, you know, we've damaged their army. A few random guys are the only ones still fighting. As they slowly press into us into the town square. They'll take control of it any second now. They're wavering. They've still got all these troops left. And it looks like some Ottoman infantry back there. Didn't even notice those guys. That is very scary. They're going to take the city. These guys are going to be the last ones, I'd imagine. Sitting here, firing arrows. We're going to extinguish flames so we get, you know, rapid fire arrows. And everything's falling apart. Units are being cut down to the last man. Our general's bodyguard still trying to fight. It'll take out some.
Our enemy has taken control of the city.
And the city, as you can see up in the top right hand corner, it's only 3 minutes and 40 seconds until the army takes it. Yeah, I'd imagine our army's getting a bit tired at this point. That guy just absolutely clobbered one of our crossbowmen. And now these guys here, the last line, I don't even know if they're going to be charged. You know what? I go to imagine that these guys get away safely. Although, seems like they might actually be cut down in the end. They're trying to run away, but their general absolutely slaughters us. We killed some of them. But the enemy are victorious. They have taken Damascus. We have lost one of our cities. Not our most important one, but it's still a massive blow. We will rebuild though. Now up in the... oh, I was about to say Adana was under siege. That frees up a lot of the troops in that garrison. If we take the troops from there, add them into the ones in Edessa, we should be able to get some sort of force to go and retake Damascus. As you can see, we've got a few troops in the region. But now an even bigger battle. This is the one I was worried about. Because this is a large army here. We've got some good units. What have they got? It's strong, but it's not huge. A lot of siege equipment. But I have a plan to fight this battle. You see, what we lack in quantity, we make up in quality. We have some extremely powerful Templars Zweihanders, Knights of Jerusalem, some greater heavy infantry squires, as well as the Canons of the Holy Sepulchre, who are some great Zweihander units who are serving as our general in this battle actually. So I'm going to show you my little strategy I have here. We get these guys there. Behind them, we get a few of these lovely men. These great Templar squires with their big maces. Got some spearmen here. We get all of our strong units bunched up here. We'll just supplement that with a bit of spearmen just to bolster the lines, and they will take the brunt of the attack because basically they can do all the hard work, which will enable the rest of my troops to stay in reserve. Since they all have to come at these guys, we should be able to get rid of a lot of them with these Templars right-handers. We'll, you know, be able to shoot at them with the crossbowmen like we did in the previous battle. So they'll be pretty key, I imagine. So they'll all be deployed around here. Skirmish mode, of course, being off. The Cannons of the Holy Sepulchre, bit of a last line of defence there. Kurdish Javelin men over there, and I might get some of the Levy Archers just to hold those walls. Let's start the battle. The first section of the battle, it'll go quite quickly. The enemy will charge, they'll take all our gates, they'll get onto the walls. But then that's where the real battle starts, where they start trying to get into the square. At the moment we're firing normal arrows, we're trying to inflict casualties because at the moment they're not going to rout. That is a scary unit there, that block of Saracen militia. A lot of Arab cavalry they've got there. Good thing we've got some heavy spearmen.
The enemy have a ram at our gates.
These guys are going to just deploy in between those two towers there. It's going to enable them to just be a bit better defended. How many of them have we killed? 3%. It's something. It's better than nothing. It's delaying their forces in getting into our city. These guys are routing now. Now it's saying that we're going to lose. Now I don't disagree. At the moment, it seems like we're in a very bad position.
The enemy has taken them.
But now, as the enemy all charge in, their cavalry, their infantry, all of that, they're going to meet some stiff resistance. We've got all sorts here. Sudanese, Nubians, Kurdish, you know, Knights of Jerusalem. They're all trying to hold against this large force that is barreling down upon event, slaughtering the fleeing archers. And here they go, they've hit our lines, the first group, Arab cavalry. So that's the first thing we've got to contend with. Let's get everything up and fighting. All the men need to be deployed to the front. The Syrian auxiliaries, they'll form much needed cannon fodder. We just need as many men as possible
our military genius can bring us victory from this department.
To hold the gates. So they're doing exactly what I hoped they would do. They've not sent men around the sides, which would be quite smart actually, to crush these guys. They're instead focusing all their efforts onto my strongest units. And I can tell you, these guys, they fight hard. They will cut through a lot of the enemy troops. What I really want to happen is their generals try and get involved. We've got one unit routing over there. A rout is going to be how we win this.
By Almighty God, our military genius can bring us victory from this.
Which is why I'm going to begin using flaming arrows. We want to get, you know, the morale low. We want to get them scared and worried. And I'm trying to see what that might be their general right there. Rookie error from the AI. Well, I don't think you consider it a rookie error when the AI makes it every single time. They charge their general directly into our spearmen, which will, in the long term, mean they all die. Like I said, what did I just say? And now, the enemy are unhappy. They're worried. They're scared. You know, their general's just been killed. There's flaming arrows burning all around them. They've got some very scary knights holding the gates, and they're like, I don't know if we can do this. This is their last ditch charge they're making here. At least I'm hoping. And I'm thinking maybe they're going to waver. Their rout, they break. One by one, all of these units are going to begin to fall. Arab infantry first to go. These guys are shaken. They'll be next.
Defeat seems almost certain.
Now, it's not going very quickly, but now they're beginning to waver. They slowly get ground down by the elite infantry. And it's possible that very soon we might have a bit of a rout on our hands here. Some of them are still very eager, which is honestly a surprise. I'd be expecting the morale to be absolutely tanking right now, just due to how hard the battle is for them. They're shaken, yes, but they're not broken. They still think victory seems certain. They're still going strong. But these arrows, they're doing a good job. The line is getting pretty thin now. I need them to rout quite soon. We do have units wavering. They're shaken, but not all of them. It is going down to the wire here. I'm unsure how this is going to go. The Hashim, their heavy infantry, doing a great job. Flame arrows still pouring into their lines here. I mean, we're at least inflicting hundreds of casualties in each volley. Sorry, here. And they're wavering. This looks like, to me, a classic last charge into our lines. The cannons of the Holy Sepulchre, I need them to get involved. They're going to do a brilliant job. I believe they could single-handedly turn the tide of this battle. And we have another unit routing. They're wavering now. They're all broken. That's a rout. That is it. There we go. That looks like it to me. It looks to me like they're beginning to rout.
For the moment, the chance of battle goes our way. Let's pray it remains as such.
Exactly, and it looks like if we could rout the last few units,
true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
They will fall. And now I'm actually going to halt. I might just try and keep my men sitting here. I want them to come to me, because I know if the enemy all suddenly stopped routing, they do outnumber me. And if that, you know, sudden turn, it came when we were all out there, they would kind of smash me. They would surround me, and they would absolutely crush me. So I'm just going to continue to hold my little thin line here. They can keep coming at me, but I'm going to hold. So yeah, they keep kind of turning around and trying to charge me again. So they are not completely broken. And now, yes, I might win quicker if I full on charge them. However, I don't believe that is the smartest option to do here. I'm still going to try to win this battle. By the way, those Templars Vihander, those great heavy infantry, I think we should pay our respects. They held the line for so long. They were unfortunately cut down to the last man, drowned in the bodies of the Arab cavalrymen that they absolutely destroyed. And now I think it's safe to go in and to begin to destroy the last few troops. We've got some random guys over here. They need to be dealt with. They're just a few random heavy infantrymen. Very strong heavy infantrymen, actually. But we will just advance a load of our archers and we'll shoot them to death. So I don't want to lose many more men. Oh, the Kurdish javelin men. Looks like they ran out of ammo. So they're now having to charge them. And these guys, they're shaken.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
I mean, we should send in the heavy infantry, because our guys have done something a bit stupid, trying to fight this heavy infantry. But through sheer numbers, I think they're forcing them back. And there we go, a clear victory. That is a good victory. We managed to hold the walls. We held our little square, and we defended our city. And this is interesting. Little Fatimid army over there. Oh my goodness. They just slaughtered the Sicilians there. Cut down to the last man. That's a bit worrying. And now I'd imagine these guys too might begin to fight the Hungarians. Very interesting. Okay. So we've lost the city. We've held another. That is the situation we're in right now. Hungary, they're still besieging. They've decided to begin attacking. So what's our plan here? We've got our crusading army. It's strong. We also have reinforcements from the Hungarians. So I think my plan is going to be to use our reinforcements, our allies for now, the Hungarians. Oh, by the way, we are ludicrously rich now. We have a lot of money. Who are these guys talking of desertion? Okay, I'm not surprised. These guys are some random pilgrims. They're just going to throw themselves at the walls, I guess. I don't know what I thought they were going to do. And I don't know who's deserting. Was it these guys? It might have been. So we're going to get them down here. Our crusading army.
I would if I could.
And I'm going to try and get it to fight. I'm trying to figure out who's fighting in this battle here. We've got one army there. And is it Cairo? Interesting.
Ready and able.
For some reason, in this battle, the Hungarians are not being added. Where Where is this army? I'm trying to figure out. Because they don't appear to be in the battle. It says there's 1,000 men. It doesn't look too strong to me. I think I could probably take the city right here, right now with this battle. I will do that. Okay. Let's take a look at all our places. Oh my goodness, we can train some more St. Lazarus Knights. Very, very good. More cannons of the Holy Sepulchre. This money is being spent on very important things. The most important thing at the moment in our empire, which is men. Because at the moment, for a while actually, we've had a massive shortage. The enemy have been wearing us down. We've been struggling to bolster our troops. But now, finally, after all this time, it looks like we can once again start training some troops. We can build some kind of army. A new one. And they're going to be great. And I don't know where it is. I thought we could now train a bombard. It doesn't seem like it. We have... Where is it? Here. No, it's not there. This one, a gunsmith. But we cannot build it yet. We also just built a load of very good infrastructure in our ports, which is good. Down here, we are blockading the port of Mecca. There's a very pious general there. Not surprised he's in Mecca then. Here we're training our troops. Very good. Jerusalem is training its troops. Maybe we should reinforce the city that just nearly got completely destroyed. That might be smart. But to me, let me just send this guy in to check it out.
In God's name.
The Sinai Peninsula is clear. Apart from that random faction leader and that random army there, our borders are clear of enemy troops. That is very good. Well, thank you for watching this episode of the Crusader States. Next time, we will take Cairo. We will probably retake Damascus. We will hold more cities. We may even push further west, taking further west and north, taking the poorly defended settlements of Demetria and Alexandria. Things are not looking bad. So if you do enjoy this video, please do leave a like. I really encourage you to leave a comment if you've got something to say, advice, tips, thoughts, anything. Just leave it down below. And if you want to see more stainless steel medieval Total War 2 content like this, hit that subscribe button. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for the next episode.